Ito po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas, Bicolano, vlogger from Albay. Matigas talaga yung ulo po ng Supreme Leader ng Iran. Ayaw pang sumurrender after na bombahin ng Amerika yung tatlong mga nuclear facilities ng Iran. Ayan po si Ali Khamenei. Yan o.
ملة إيران
The Iranian nation firm against the imposed war, sabi po niya.
محکم ایستاده همچنانی که
As it has stood so far and stands firm against the imposed peace.
محکم ایستاده. ملت ایران
The Iranian nation will not surrender to anyone in the face of imposition. And of course, the Americans, those who are familiar with the politics of this region, know that America's intervention in this matter
100% به ضرر
is 100% to their detriment. What they will suffer in this regard is much greater than what Iran may suffer.
ایران ممکنه سر بکنه.
The damage America will suffer if it makes a military intervention in this field will undoubtedly be irreparable. Yan mga kababayan yung report as broadcast by NBC. Yung bansang Oman mga kababayan kinundi na yung US strikes on Iran at nanawagan po sila for de-escalation. So after na bombahin ng Amerika yung Iran kagabi, rumishback na rin po yung Iran sa Israel. Pero wala pang risback sa Amerika. Banta pa lang po. Nagbanta si Ali Khamenei. Pero immediately, rumishback siya sa Israel. Sabi dito sa report 2 hours ago, look, Israel faced a missile attack on Sunday as Iran said it reserved all options to defend itself after unprecedented US strikes that President Donald Trump said had obliterated its key nuclear facilities. So ito yung mga damages mga kababayan. Destruction. Residential areas po siya mga kababayan. Sa Tel Aviv. Matindi. Sabi dyan, aftermath of Iran's missile strike on Israel. Hours after Trump dramatically escalated Middle East tensions by sending B-2 bombers to Iran, the Israeli military warned people to seek cover from a barrage that appeared heavier than the Iranian salvos fired in the past few days. Mas matindi, mga kababayan, yung ganti ngayon ng Iran. Talagang nagwawala na po. Yan, makikita ninyo ang destruction sa mga buildings. Matindi po. Yan, parang tinamaan ng lindol. Di ba po? Nagkakasunog yung mga bahay. Giba-giba yung mga buildings, napakalaking mga buildings. Nagkakasunog yung mga kasasakyan. Yan yung mga Hudyo, mga kababayan. Sa Haifa pala to, Haifa, Israel. Yung binumba, mga kababayan. Ito yung nuclear facility ng Iran sa Isfahan after bombahin ng Amerika. Ito report ng Jerusalem Post, sabi dyan, the war has begun. IRGC says every American and Mid-East now a legitimate target after US strikes. A Yemeni Houthi official said on Sunday that Iran-aligned groups' response to the US attack on Iran was only a matter of time. Yung Houthi rebel sa Yemen, sponsored kasi siya, funded by Iran. So sabi, re-risback na rin laban sa lahat ng US interest, aatake daw sila. And it's just a matter of time. So sabi dito sa balita, initially, the Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps initially denied the strikes occurred, stating that no evidence has been released so far to confirm Trump's claim, adding it is possible that his statement is merely a media show. Pero later on, yung Iranian national television confirmed that 3 nuclear facilities have been evacuated, and an Iranian official cited by Tashim News Agency confirmed that part of the Fordo nuclear site was attacked by enemy airstrikes. Iran had been expecting attacks on Fordo for several nights. Fordo was evacuated long ago and did not sustain irreversible damage, an advisor said to the Speaker of the Iranian Parliament. Ayan po yung nangyari, mga kababayan, sa kanilang nuclear sites. Naabo na. Madaling sabi, yung Iranian television po, dinadownplay nila yung damage na tinamasa ng nuclear facilities. Pero sabi ni Trump, all gone niya, obliterated because of the powerful bombs. 6 na bomba po yung pinakawalan ng Amerika, ng B-2 bombers, mga bunker buster bombs. Napakalalaki na mga bomba, mga kababayan, yung pinakawalan ng Amerika. Ito yung sabi ni Trump, Iranian nuclear sites obliterated niya sa Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. Completely and totally obliterated, sabi po ni Trump. Yan yung nag-alimbukay na apoy, nag-cauliflower na parang sumabog na na bulkan. Ito yung B-2 bomber na ginamit. Marami siya na ginamit sa strike. O, ganyan yung itsura ng bomba na binitawan ng B-2 bomber. O, ganyan yung itsura ng aeroplano.
Oh, wait a minute. The B-2 is a stealth bomber. It goes in where you have very heavy air defenses, where enemy radars would be able to see it. And so, why is it being used in Iran when we know that the Israelis have taken down all of the air defense systems?
Mga kababayan.
That's because this MOP, this hardened penetrator that can go up to 200 feet below the ground, can only be carried by the B-2. So the B-50.
Pag tama niya sa ground, mga kababayan, binubutas niya kasi umiikot. Binubutas niya pailalim hanggang 200 feet below the ground. Kaya niyang mag-penetrate po. Ngayon, yung Qatar nag-react na rin po. Qatar warns of catastrophic consequences after US strikes on Iran. Sabi ng Foreign Minister ng Iran, US attacks will have everlasting consequences. Sabi rito, Trump wins immediate praise from Republicans in Congress after announcing strikes on Iran. Pero yung mga Democrats po gustong ipa-impeach because of his decision. Si Trump gustong ipa-impeach ng mga Democrats. Parang dito sa Pilipinas po, ang na-impeach si Sara, pero yung mga supporters ni Sara gustong ipa-impeach yung ating Pangulo. Yung gumagawa ng tama. Ganon din sa Amerika, mga kababayan. Tama itong desisyon ni President Trump kasi sumobra na ang terrorist activities, terrorizing the whole world ng Iran. Pero yung Democrats, hindi nagustuhan yung aksyon ni Trump. Gustong ipa-impeach. Sabi rito, many Democrats have maintained that Congress should have a say. The Senate was scheduled to vote as soon as this week on a resolution by Virginia Senator Tim Kaine requiring congressional approval before the U.S. declared war on Iran or took a specific military action. Yan po. Furious Dems call for Trump to be impeached over Iran strikes. Ngayon, pag hindi tumigil pa, mga kababayan, after the bombing, itong 3 nuclear facilities ng Iran, yung banta ni Trump, mas matindi pa dyan yung aabotin ninyo. Yan yung sabi ni Trump, mga kababayan.
Hopefully we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks would be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank
So yun mga kababayan, yung mga latest sa pag-atake ng Amerika sa Iran at yung pagganti ng Iran sa Israel naman po. At sa mga susunod na oras, inaasahan, sabi ng Iran mismo, it's just a matter of time, yung kanilang pagganti din sa Amerika. So abangan po natin, and let's pray na sana man po matapos na po ito. Kaya lang, nagmamatigas pa si Ali Khamenei. Baka diretsohan na po mga kababayan ng Amerika at ni Netanyahu to eliminate Ali Khamenei